All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. Again, I just want to say thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channels. I really appreciate it. You guys are the reason I keep doing this. I was never going to be a YouTube guy, but I got some encouragement from some other people, content creators and the like, and you know, I felt like I had something to offer. You know, never had any plans on this being anything big, you know. Try to keep it small, get it to the right people, you know, like-minded people like myself, you know, who aren't real big on the modern NBA at all. And I think I've done that, so I'm really happy about it. In this video here, see, this is the kind of video I use the same format for everybody, but somehow a lot of the LeBron people come out and say that I'm always attacking LeBron. But it's like, I did the same thing for everybody. It's the exact same unbiased information, and yet I'm attacking LeBron. It's not my fault if he has all these failures and shortcomings and whatnot that, you know, I mean, what can you say, you know? I'll probably do a longevity video at one time that make LeBron look great, right? I'll do one here at some point. Anyway, this video here is going to be about what players have lost 3 consecutive playoff games in a series. And I always use the same players when I do these comparisons. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. I use those guys because typically you're going to find 8 or 9 or more of these guys in most people's top 10s. I mean, occasionally you might see like a Jerry West or a Moses Malone or a Dr. J, you know, maybe, you know, but for the most part, you're pretty much, your top 10 is going to be these players. So losing 3 consecutive playoff games in a series. Now that's not uncommon, happens all the time. Bill Russell didn't do that for the first 10 years of his career. But in 1967 against Philadelphia, the Warriors, that series was tied, Philly got out to the 3-0 start. I mean, they were on a mission. This is still the 5th best team of all time, regular season winning percentage, the Warriors. But in the next year, in 1968, against Philadelphia, Wilt Chamberlain and all that, they won game 1, then they lost games 2 through 4. They were down 3-1 and then came back to winning. So this is one of the rare occasions where somebody lost 3 straight games in a playoff series, but yet won the series. That was 1968 Celtics Warriors. So to me, that's a gold star for old Bill Russell. Now, Wilt Chamberlain, he didn't do near as bad as I thought he would have did. 1961 against Syracuse, he got swept. That was a 5-game series. Lost 3-0. In 1968, the series we were just talking about with Bill Russell, he lost games 5 through 7 and blew the 3-1 lead. That's a black mark against Wilt. In 1973, in the finals against the Knicks, they won game 1 and then lost the next 4. That's what an actual gentleman's sweep is. I hate when people use that term incorrectly. A gentleman's sweep is not just winning in 5. It's you win game 1, and then the other team wins the next 3 or 4 or whatever it was to win the series. You win game 1, they win the rest. I think the same thing happened in '86 between the Rockets and Lakers. Lakers won game 1, Rockets won games 2 through 5, won the series. That's a true gentleman's sweep. But everybody, of course, just, you know, morphs it into something else. Oscar Robertson 3 times has happened to him. In '64 against Boston, in '67 against Philly, and '73 against Golden State in the West semis, and that's when he had Kareem on his team. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 5 times he lost 3 or more in a row. The same thing with his Oscar, 73 against Golden State. 77 against Portland, he got swept 4-0. Then in 83 against the 76ers in the finals, got swept 4-0. And then the series I was just talking about, 86 against Houston, they lost games 2 through 5, lost 4 in a row. 89, they got swept by Detroit, so 4 in a row. So actually, Kareem lost 3 in a row 5 times, but he lost 4 in a row 4 times. That's a lot. Bill Russell never lost 4 in a row. Wilt lost 4 once, and Oscar never lost 4 in a row. Magic Johnson, same thing. 83 76ers in the finals, got swept. 86 against Houston, lost games 2 through 5. Ended up winning that one, won game 1, then lost the next 4. The 89 finals against Detroit, got swept. 1990 against Phoenix. This was another upset Magic Johnson was part of. They went up, they tied the series 1-1, and then Phoenix won games 3, 4, and 5 to take the series 4 games to 1. The Lakers had the best record in the NBA at that time. That's a black mark, no doubt about it. 1991 finals, a gentleman's sweep. The Lakers won game 1, the Bulls won games 2 through 5. Larry Bird, 6 times this happened to him. 1980 East Finals, lost 4-1. 1982 East Finals in 7. The 83 East Semis got swept 4-0. 88 against Atlanta, one of those rare series where they won the first 2 games, lost 3 in a row, and then won the last 2 to win the series. I think that's only the second time that's been done. And then 1990 against the Knicks, they were up 2-0, lost games 3, 4, and 5. I think Bird was maybe hobbled in that series. He was in the 90s. 1991 against Detroit, they lost games 4 through 6 to lose the series 4 games to 2. Bird was all hobbled in that one. Hakeem Olajuwon, only twice it happened to him. 91 Lakers, he got swept 3-0. I think that's the only time he's ever been swept, Olajuwon. And in a 3-game series, and then in the 4-game series, in the first round, he got swept by Seattle in the West Semis in '96. That's the 2 sweeps Hakeem has right there. That's it. But he's only lost 3 or more twice. So that's better than Chamberlain, Robertson, Abdul-Jabbar, Johnson, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird, and I'm sure more. Michael Jordan, it happened to him 3 times. We all know, because LeBron fans won't let you forget, he got swept in 86, swept in 87, but those were, best of 5 game series. Then in 88, with the series tied 1-1, Detroit won games 3, 4, and 5 to take the series 4-1. That's the only time in a 7-game series Michael Jordan ever lost 3 or more in a row in any playoff series. Shaquille O'Neal, 8 times. Hold on one second. All right, so yeah, Shaq actually 8 times has lost at least 3 in a row. 94 Indiana swept 3-0. 95 Houston swept 4-0. He got swept in the 96 East Finals, the 98 West Finals to Utah, the 99 West Semis to San Antonio, the 04 Finals, Detroit beat him 3 straight, games 3 through 5. 2008, when he was on Phoenix, he lost to San Antonio, lost the first 3 games, lost the series 4-1. And then in 2010, when he played for Boston, I know it's hardly count that one, but he was on the team and did play. Lost games 4 through 6, lost the series. 8 is a lot. So Shaq, definitely he's got 5 sweeps on there, which, that don't look great, but actually, I think there was another one that I didn't even include when he was on Miami. I think the Bulls beat him like 4-0 or something, like 07. I have to look into that. But Kobe Bryant, 5 times. 98 Utah swept 4-0 in the West Finals. Same thing, West Semis. 99 San Antonio got swept 4-0. The 04 Finals, just like Shaq. 06 against Phoenix, they were up 3-1, and they came back to beat them 4-3, so that was 3 straight. And then he got swept against Dallas in 2011. Tim Duncan, 8 times. This is another one of them high number people. And I hold this against Tim Duncan. A lot of these were home court advantage. The West Finals against the Lakers, got swept 4-0. 02 West Semis against the Lakers, lost 4-1, lost 3 in a row. 04, they won the West Semis. They won the first 2 games, then lost the next 4, down 4-2. 06 against Dallas, they lost games 2 through 4, 3 in a row. Ended up losing that series 4-3. 09 against Dallas, it was tied 1-1. They lost 3 through 5. 2010 against Phoenix, they got swept 4-0. Oklahoma City in 2012 and Oklahoma City in 2016 lost 4 in a row in 12 after being up 2-0, lost the next 4. And then in 16, it was they were actually up 2-1 and lost 3 straight. Okay, now LeBron James, the most of anybody on this list, 10 times. Again, what do you want me to do? I was looking up consecutive playoff losses, and he's got the most, 3 or mores. He got swept in 07 finals against San Antonio. 2010 against Boston, he lost after a 2-1 lead, lost 3 in a row, lost the series. 2011 finals up 2-1, everybody knows this one, lost 3 in a row. 2014 finals, tied 1-1, lost 3 in a row. 2015 against Golden State, up 2-1, lost 3 in a row. 2017 against Golden State, lost the first 3 games in that series. Got swept 4-0 in 2018. 2021, up 2-1 against Phoenix, lost 3 in a row. 2023 against Denver, swept 4-0. 2024 against Denver, lost the first 3 games in that series, ultimately losing it in 5. Kevin Durant, in 2011, Dallas put a hurt on people that year. 2011, Dallas won games 3 through 5, won the series 4-1. The 2012 finals, after winning, evening the series 1-1, the Miami won 3 straight. Memphis in 2013 won 4 in a row, winning the series 4-1. 2016 Golden State, the famous, they're up 3-1. Golden State comes back and wins it. 2022 against Boston in the playoffs, first round, got swept 4-0. And then this last year against Minnesota, swept 4-0. That was 6 times for Durant. Pretty healthy number, 6. Now Steph Curry, interesting on him, only the 1 time against Cleveland in 2016. But again, his competition, it wasn't anything great. He wasn't ever in a position where he was going to lose like that. Like maybe if they would have snuck in the playoffs this year, he would have probably experienced something like that. Either his team was way on top, or they would just get beat earlier in his career. Actually, anyway, okay. All right, so I know it's kind of weird. I got to finish my video out here. I had a lot of visitors at work that I never get. But to recap, 3 consecutive playoff game lost in a row. Happened to Russell 2 times, Wilt Chamberlain 3 times, Oscar Robertson 3 times, Kareem 5 times, Magic 5 times, Larry Bird 6 times, Olajuwon twice, Michael Jordan 3 times, Shaq 8 times, Kobe 5 times, Tim Duncan 8 times, LeBron 10 times, Kevin Durant 6 times, and Steph Curry once. Technically, Steph Curry had the best. He didn't have near as many playoff runs as the other guys, though. But, and you're talking 4 consecutive games. Russell had losing 4 consecutive playoff games in a row. Russell didn't lose any. Wilt Chamberlain only happened to him once. Oscar Robertson never happened. Kareem happened to him 4 times. Magic Johnson happened to him 4 times. Larry Bird only once. Olajuwon once. Jordan never happened. Shaquille O'Neal 4 times, but like I said, I think I missed one. I think the Bulls swept them in 2007, but I have to go back and look. I'm not sure on that, but it might be as many as 5 for Shaq. Kobe happened to him 3 times. Tim Duncan 4 times. LeBron James happened to him 3 times. Kevin Durant 3 times, and never for Steph Curry. So as you can see, there's another name that's at the top of that list, and it's not a list you want to be at the top of for 3+ consecutive playoff games. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully from now on I'll be inside my office. So thanks.